Yes, the topic is cycloid of a circle on the subject called engineering graphics, applicable for B.Tech students of first year. Consider a circle is taken called as a rolling circle. This circle is called as rolling circle or generating circle, which is going to be rolled on a straight line, fixed straight line. Consider this scale as a straight line. And when I keep the circle in contact with the fixed straight line or the scale, now P is the point having contact on the scale. So when the circle rolls in clockwise, the P point is changing its position every time. Okay, when we trace the point P every time, the curve generated is called as a cycloid of a circle. Understand? So consider a circle is, for better understanding, consider a circle is placed on a horizontal line or a fixed straight line, and this is a point of contact is marked as P. Letter P is given. This is that point P. Okay. So when the circle rotates in clockwise, this is the direction of clockwise. So when the circle is initially set here, so when it rolls in clockwise for x distance, the P point has changed its position every time. Okay. So for this new position, the P has shifted its location, and this is that new point. Initially it was at here. So when it rolls for x distance along the fixed straight line, the P has changed its position to this point. So when we continuously trace this point P, when it rolls along the fixed straight line, so for half of the rotation of the circle called as generating circle or the rolling circle, the P has shifted its position. And for half rotation, this is the point P, location of point P. Understand? So when it further rotates for another half rotation in clockwise along the fixed straight line, the P would have obtained this much position. Okay, it is shifted to this position and it is traced every time. And on joining this, all those points obtained, the curve generated is called a cycloid. This is point P. So draw a smooth curve on these marked points. If you join all those points, the curve generated is called as a cycloid of a circle. Okay, so continuously we are going to trace this point every time. So the curve generated is called as cycloid. So for circle we are tracing this point, so it is called cycloid of a circle. And this is a fixed straight line. It may be horizontal line or a road surface. Fixed straight line. So this is for one complete rotation of the rolling circle. This circle is called as rolling circle or generating circle. Generating or rolling circle. Which is rolled along the fixed straight line. This is for one complete revolution of the rolling circle. The curve generated is called a cycloid. Okay. Suppose when the curve generated, when for polygon, it may be square or pentagon, hexagon, then that particular curve generated is called the cycloid of a polygon, cycloid of a square, cycloid of a pentagon, cycloid of an hexagon, like that it goes on. Okay. This is for cycloid of a circle. Understand? So now I'm going to explain how to draw or to construct the cycloid of a circle for this given question. So let me erase this part. So please read the question. To construct a cycloid of a circle of diameter 50 mm when it rolls along a straight line. Also draw tangent and normal at 70 mm from the center of the rolling or generating circle. So the circle size is given as 50 mm. So 50 divided by 2 will be 25 mm, will be the radius of the rolling circle. So take 25 mm in your compass and draw a circle. So this I am explaining using marker board, and the same principle is followed when you draw it on a drawing sheet. So this circle is called as rolling circle or the generating circle. Understand? So the circle shall be drawn by using H pencil, and the final curve is to be drawn by using HB pencil. Understand? So now you take a drafter scale. Using the vertical scale of a drafter, draw a line passing through the center of the circle like this. Okay? And draw an horizontal line passing through the center of the circle using the longer scale. Like this. Okay? So now I'm going to draw an horizontal line called as a fixed straight line. So for that you have to use the formula circumference of circle. The side of a drawing sheet, write this. Circumference. Circumference means a perimeter of the circle. Circumference of the circle. The formula is 2 pi r. 2 pi r. So 2 times of radius will be the diameter of the circle. 2 into r will be diameter. So pi d is the formula. So pi value we know 22 by 7. This you would have studied in school days. It is 3.14 into diameter of circle is given as 50 mm. 50 mm is the diameter. So that you on substitution. So 3.14 into 50 will be 157 mm. Understand? So for 157 mm, that is a 15.7 centimeter. In terms of centimeter, it is 15.7 centimeter. 15 centimeter and 7 small divisions will give you 157 mm. Okay. So this point shall be marked as, say, letter P. Understand? This is a point going to be having contact on the fixed straight line. Okay. So draw an horizontal line of length 157 mm. Understand? So using the longer scale of a drafter, draw this horizontal line of length 157 mm. So here I am drawing the bigger in size. So you can take the actual measurements what was given in the question. Understand? So let the end of the line for one complete revolution of the rolling circle. This will be the point, end point is marked as a P dash. Understand? So let me erase the calculation part, but students need not to erase, let it be on the side of a drawing sheet. Right. So now I'm going to divide this horizontal line called as a fixed straight line marked P dash into 8 equal parts. It can be divided into 12 equal parts or 8 equal parts. Let me divide the segment or the line P dash into 8 equal parts. So for example, consider for drawing that dividing the segment P dash into 8 equal parts, I am going to follow a procedure. For example, draw an inclined line passing through point P. Draw an inclined line, it may be of any angle, okay, and the length of the inclined line may be chosen in such a way that it is easily divisible by 8. Any round number length you can take it. For example, let me take 80. So 80 divided by 10 will be what is, I'm going to divide into 8 equal parts. So 80 divided by 8 will be 10 mm each segment. Understand? So draw an inclined line, release your drafter scale, rotate it at an anti-clockwise, scale will be released. Draw an inclined line of length 80 mm. Any round number length it may be of. So along this inclined line of length 80 mm, mark 10 mm like that 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It shall be marked as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So remaining length it may be erased. Now you join the 8th point with P dash using by tilting the drafter scale. Just by releasing the drafter scale, keeping using the longer scale of a drafter, this 8 and P dash shall be joined. Here it is not having sufficient length. Here I am using freehand scale. Understand? So join 8 and P dash. Understand? So now take a drafter scale, keep it on the line 8 P dash, which you would have drawn by using the drafter, longer scale of a drafter. So keep it on 8 P dash line, the edge of the scale in coincidence with the 8 and P dash, and rotate it at in clockwise. So the scale will be positioned like this. Understand? So just to slide the scale over the drawing sheet. So draw inclined parallels passing through marked points 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So these works shall be carried out using a hard pencil called as H pencil. Understand? Now again rename this horizontal line. This is first segment. It's marked as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and P dash will be the 8th point, marked as 8. Okay. So now next step is to draw several vertical lines. So before that, the horizontal line has been divided into 8 equal parts. The same number of parts, the circle has to be divided. So circle is to be divided into 8 equal parts. Suppose if you divide the line into 12 equal parts, means the circle is also be divided into 12 equal parts. Here I am following 8 equal parts. The circle is to be divided into 8 equal parts. So total angle in the circle is 360 degree. So 360 divided by 8 will be, each sector will be of 45 degree. Understand? So take your protractor. Keep the base of the protractor, the center point of a protractor, center of the base in coincidence with the center of the circle. That is marked as O. Okay. So keep a protractor like this. Mark an angle of 45 degree. Read like this: 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, put a point. 45 plus 45 will be 90. 90 plus 45 will be 135. 135 plus 45 will be 180, which will coincide with this horizontal line itself. Okay, so now take a drafter scale, or by using freehand scale, join with the center of the circle. Join the marked points with the center of the circle like this, and extend the line on the other side of the circle also, so that it is drawn like this. And the next 135 degree, join with the center O of the circle, and extend on the other side also. So now the circle has been divided into 8 equal parts. That is the same as the fixed straight line marked P dash as 8 equal parts. Okay. Now you draw the center line of the circle. Extend to the center of the circle. So now release your drafter scale, reset your drafter scale. The first drawn line is this vertical line, or it may be the P dash line. So using the longer scale, the first drawn line is the vertical line passing through the center of the circle. So let me keep the longer, that is a vertical scale of a drafter in coincidence with this vertical line, so that the scale is perfect vertical and this is perfect horizontal. After keeping over this vertical line, rotate the nutting clockwise. The scale will be positioned like this. Draw center line passing through O of the circle. This is called the axis line or the center line. It's a broken line drawn like this. Lengthy line, gap, short line, gap, lengthy line like this. It's called as axis or called a center line. It's a discontinuous line drawn like this. Understand? So where all you mark the points is that here on the fixed straight line. Okay, there you draw vertical line from point 1 on the straight line. So this line where it intersects with the line passing through O of the circle is marked as O1, O suffix 1. So this point shall be marked as O1. Okay. That is, this is the point called O1. Similarly, you will repeat the procedure for all other points. From 2 on the fixed straight line, draw one horizontal vertical line. So this line where it intersects with the center of the line passing through center point is marked as O2. This point shall be marked as O2. Understand? O suffix 2. So repeat the process for all the 8 points. This is point number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last 8th point. Is marked as, this will be O3. This point shall be marked as O3, O4, O5, O6, O7, and this is O8. This is the point. Okay. So now next step is to draw several horizontal lines. Before that, let me name the circle which we are divided into 8 equal parts. This point on the rolling circle is called as 1 dash. 1 dash. This will be 2 dash. This point is 3 dash. So the rolling circle is to be rolled in clockwise. Okay. So you have to name the circle. This is point 1 dash, 2 dash. You have to name it like this. In this order you have to name it. Don't mark like this. Okay. Because the circle is to be rolled in clockwise. So this is the direction of clockwise. So 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, 7 dash, and P point would be 8 dash. Okay. Now take the drafter scale. Draw an horizontal line passing through 1 dash of the circle. 1 dash. This is point 1 dash of the rolling circle. So when you draw an horizontal line, it also merges with the 7 dash. So when you draw an horizontal line passing through 1 dash, it also merges with the 7 dash. Okay. So you extend that line further along the fixed parallel to the fixed straight line marked as P dash. Okay. Next, draw an horizontal line passing through 2 dash. It's already drawn as an axis line or the center line. Next, draw a line passing through 3 dash, which also merges with 5 dash like this. Okay. So next, draw an horizontal line passing through 4 dash of the rolling circle. Understand? Now take your compass. Take the radius of rolling circle in your compass, that is 25 mm, which you can take it from the circle itself. Okay. Right. So next, keep O1 as center. O1 as center. This is point O1 as center. Cut a arc on the line passing through 1 dash of the 1 dash. This is 1 dash. 1 dash of the rolling circle. Cut an arc like this. Okay. This point, the arc where it intersects with the line passing through 1 dash of the circle is marked as P suffix 1. Point number 1. Understand? Next, with the same radius in your compass every time. O2 as center, cut a arc on the line passing through 2 of the rolling circle. This is that line, it cuts it here. So this is point number 2. This point shall be marked as P2. Okay. So repeat for all this with the same radius in your compass every time. O3 as center, cut a arc on the line passing through 3 dash of the circle. It cuts it here. Next 4 dash. O4 as center, cut a arc on the line passing through 4 dash of the circle. So this is the 4 dash line. Okay. O5 as center, cut a arc on the line passing through 5 dash of the rolling circle. This is 5 dash line. O7 as center. O6. Next is O6 point. cut a arc on the line passing through 6 dash of the rolling circle. So then and there you give the name to the points obtained. Don't give it at last, it may be confusing. This is P2, this is P3, P4, P5, P6. Next. So remaining 2 points is to be marked. So every time the radius is constant, radius of the rolling circle in your compass. P7 as O7 as center, cut a arc on the line passing through 7 dash of the rolling circle. It cuts it here. Okay, is to be marked as P7. And the last point, O8 as center, cut a arc on the line passing through 8 dash of the rolling circle. Okay, it cuts it here. It exactly coincides with the P dash. Okay, so this point, the end point shall coincide with this P dash itself, is marked as P8. Understand? So draw a smooth curve passing through these obtained points starting from letter called P. So draw a smooth curve. First you draw it by a lighter line, then you can make it dark, but don't paint the curve and don't use the scale for this. So let me join on to smaller points. Suppose if it goes wrong means you can correct it just by erasing that part. Okay. So similarly on the other side of this cycloid, so don't paint the curve, just join it by freehand. Okay, the curve generated is called a cycloid of a circle. It is to be drawn, but the curve is what was asked in the question is to draw the construct the cycloid. Is to be joined or drawn by using HB pencil. Appears to be dark is one of the answer what was asked in the question. Next, further you read the question what is given. Also draw, the second part of the question is given that also draw tangent at a normal at 70 mm from the center of the rolling or generating circle. So locate point 70 mm from the center of the circle. So take the radius, take the distance 70 mm in your compass. 70 mm means 7 centimeters taken in the compass. Okay. So from the center of the rolling circle, you cut an arc on this cycloid. Okay, it cuts it here. So this distance is marked as 70 mm. So take a drafter scale. Let me dimension this. So this distance from the center of the circle. This is center of the circle marked as O. Extend this line called as extension line. Then you draw one dimension line using your HB pencil. Okay, this dimension line is a thin line. Provide 2 narrow arrowheads, shade the arrowheads. The length of the arrow shall be greater than the width of the arrow. Okay, so the distance from the center of the circle as 70 mm. The 70 shall be written in the center of the line above the line. Okay, so let this mark the point where the curve cuts at 70 mm from the center of the circle is marked as say a letter P. So for this marked point P, I am going to draw tangent and normal. Okay, so take the radius of rolling circle in your compass. Take the radius of rolling circle in your compass. Keeping P as center, this is located point P. Cut a arc on the line passing through O of the circle. O of the circle, center line, that is axis center line. It cuts it here. Okay, so let this point be marked as any letter you can provide. So let me provide a letter called S. Okay, this point. So so the radius of rolling circle in the compass, P as center, cut a arc on the line passing through O of the circle. It cuts it here, marked as S. Next, take the vertical scale of a drafter, draw one vertical line passing through point S. Okay, like this. Okay, the vertical line where it intersects with the fixed straight line P dash. That point shall be marked as N for drawing normal. So this is that point is marked as N. join NP. Okay, join NP, release your nut of a draft scale. The scale will be released like this. Join N into point P. So then you rotate the nut in clockwise. The scale will be positioned like this. Okay. So join N and point P is to be drawn by using HB pencil. And extend the line on the other side of the cycloid. Okay. So this line N dash, it may be of any suitable length. It's called as a normal N dash. Okay. So with the same setting, using the another scale of a drafter, draw one line passing through P of the circle, P of the curve. Okay, located point P. Okay, it is drawn like this. So this is called tangent. It is to be marked as a T dash. This is T. Other end may be marked as T dash. So T dash is the tangent for this located point P. N dash is the normal. So the angle between normal and tangent would be 90 degree. This you can measure it using protractor. This will have 90 degree. Okay, between tangential line and normal line. Okay. So next you have to dimension the circle and the dimension this length P dash. So reset your drafter scale. Release your drafter scale by rotating anti-clockwise. The scale will be released. Keep it on the first drawn line. It's a vertical line. Using the vertical scale of a drafter, the scale edge and the line should coincide. Then rotate it anti-clockwise. The scale will be positioned like this. Okay. So draw extension line from point P and another extension line from P dash. So scale is not of drafter is not having sufficient length. So let me use a freehand scale. But this should be vertical, perfect perpendicular line drawn like this. Okay. So using the drafter, vertical scale of a drafter, this vertical line called as extension line shall be drawn. So the circumference of the circle is taken as 157 mm. That is perimeter of the circle. Draw one dimension line using HB pencil like this. It's called as a dimension line. It's a thin line drawn by using HB pencil. So this dimension line, where it intersects with the extension line, is provided with the two narrow arrowheads. So the length of the arrow shall be greater than the width of the arrow. Understand? So provide two arrowheads, shade the arrowheads, and the center of your line above the line. Center of the line above the line, write the length of the line, marked as a P dash. Will be same as parallel with this dimension line, 157. Mm need not be written. And next is the circle. The size of the rolling circle is what is given in the question is 50 mm. So release your drafter scale, rotate in anti-clockwise, scale will be released. Extend this 45 degree inclined line like this to provide the size of the circle. Okay. Then release your drafter scale, rotate in anti-clockwise, scale will be loosened. So keep it on the first drawn line. It's a vertical line. Vertical scale coincidence with this vertical line. Rotate and anti-clockwise. Scale will be positioned like this. This is perfect vertical and this is perfect horizontal. Draw an horizontal line like this. Understand? So now I'm going to provide the diameter. The diameter of the circle is given as 50 mm. So provide two narrow arrowheads, shade the arrowheads like this. So this length of the line is diameter, that is 50 mm. From this point to this point is a diameter. It's marked as pi 50. Pi is a notation used to indicate the diameter of the circle. So pi, so from this point to this point is the diameter of the circle. Okay. See, this length is diameter, so it's written as pi 50. Understand? So next, any other thing is missed. Yeah, it's the curvature obtained cycloid is nice, appears to be nice. And below your diagram, right side of your diagram, lower part, draw two guidelines using H pencil and write all dimensions are in mm by using HB pencil. The written words are carried out using HB pencil, appears to be dark. All dimensions are in mm alone, write it by small letter. Okay. So this completes the given question called to construct a cycloid of a circle. Thanks for listening. Yes.